Thief, she has
catch her,
my bag. Catch her.
Where is that thief?
Come on, here.
Thief.
Where is that thief?
Come on,
Stop there. We must deal with you today. We must deal with you.
Once upon a time, in Umuowa village, lived a young girl named Nkechi. Nkechi is known far and wide for her beauty and extraordinary dancing skills. She is the pride of her village as she has won in several dancing competitions, bringing progress to her village. Nkechi has an elder sister named Ada, who also possessed gift of dancing, but not like Nkechi. Whenever there would be an event in the village, such as New Yam Festival, Masquerade Festival, and some other traditional festivals, the village would organize dancing competition where the maidens would come and show their dancing skills. And when the competition is over, prizes will be given to the winner. Ada, Nkechi, and some other girls in the village always participated in the village dancing competition, and Nkechi would emerge the winner, taking the first prize. Despite this, Ada was deeply supportive of her sister. She was Nkechi's biggest cheerleader, always encouraging her. Nkechi has been a very hard-working girl right from childhood. She wakes up very early in the morning to practice her dancing steps. She would call on Ada, her elder sister, to join her, but Ada would refuse, saying, "I want to get more sleep. Continue your dancing." Not only does Nkechi dance well, she designs her dancing costumes by herself. She made sure that her costumes looked so beautiful, adorning them with feathers and beautiful beads. This gave her added advantage that whenever it was her turn to dance, people would start clapping and hailing her. Nkechi, through her constant practice, learned new dancing steps which she always used to defeat the other girls in her village and in the inter-village competition. Nkechi became famous in her village and other villages as well. However, her success did not sit well with everyone. She had a group of friends who outwardly would smile with her, but down in their hearts, they were very jealous of her. They often taunted her with remarks like, "Why are you the only one taking the first place in the competition all the time?" Nkechi would always brush off their comments and focus solely on her passion for dance and the joy it brought her. One bright market day, Ada and Nkechi went to the market to buy vegetables and other household items. As they stood beside a woman selling yams, the woman suddenly cried out, "My purse, my purse. My purse is missing. Please, no one should move. I must search everyone here." People around were looking in disbelief, and someone spoke up, "Woman, what is wrong with you? How can you search us? So you want to dip your dirty hands into our bags and clothes?" But the woman insisted, saying, "As I was about packing these yams into the basket, I kept my purse here," she said, pointing to a sack on the ground. "But now I can't find it." Seeing how desperate the woman was, the people had to allow her search them. After searching the bags and clothes of 3 women standing there, the woman moved to Nkechi to search her, and the purse was right there inside Nkechi's bag. The woman screamed, "Thief! Thief!" and a crowd quickly gathered. Disappointment and disbelief washed over the faces of the villagers as they stared at Nkechi. The beloved dancer, now branded a thief, Ada sprang to her sister's defense, insisting that Nkechi had no idea how the purse ended up in her bag. Nkechi was so ashamed of herself and walked home in tears. The incident marked the beginning of a disturbing pattern. Nkechi started to exhibit compulsive thievery. She stole anything and everything, from small items like combs and handkerchiefs to more significant possessions like money and jewelries. She also stole clothing hung out to dry. Her condition became so bad that anywhere she went, something must get missing there. If she sees anyone holding a bag, she would not rest until she snatches the bag from the person. It wasn't long before the villagers began to avoid her. They would hold their belongings tightly whenever she was near. All her friends left her and called her beautiful thief whenever they see her. Tongues began to wag. Some people say she has become so obsessed with the award gifts she gets from the competitions that she now wants more things. So in order to satisfy her obsession, she started stealing. While some others, including her friends, says maybe she got her dancing skills from a witch doctor, and now, not being able to meet up with the demands of the witch doctor, he struck her with spirit of stealing. They will say to themselves, how can only one person continue to win the first prize in all the dancing competitions? It is not possible. She has been deceiving everyone all this time, and now she is paying for her evil deeds. Children would follow her, chanting, Nkechi the beautiful thief, Nkechi the beautiful thief, mocking the once celebrated dancer. It happened that each time Nkechi stole, she must be caught and flogged badly, yet she couldn't stop stealing. It got to the point that when something gets missing in the village, even if she is not the one that stole it, people would march to her house shouting, where is that beautiful thief? Come out here, beautiful thief. Where are you? Come out here now. Nkechi would cry out her eyes. She doesn't understand what is happening to her and why she can't stay clear of people's things. Ada remained her steadfast support, consoling her after every incident and encouraging her of her love. Their widowed mother, so agonized by what is happening to her daughter, has sorted for solution in different places, but to no avail. Instead, the condition got worse. The stigma grew unbearable. Nkechi, so heartbroken, afraid and ashamed of herself, withdrew from the very thing she loved most, dancing. She would remain in her room and cry out her eyes. Ada would always come to her room to console her and encourage her to go out and receive some fresh air. Nkechi would reply, I don't want to go out so that I don't end up stealing again. But Ada would advise her to take a walk out and refresh instead of lying down there crying. As soon as Nkechi steps out, she must steal something. Most times, she doesn't even need the things she steals. She steals even the most irrelevant thing that people began to wonder what is wrong with her. The king and the villagers wanted to send her away from the village, but they remembered how she brought progress to the village with her dancing skills, so they decided to just lock her up in the village cell so that she won't go around stealing. One fateful day, a grand dance competition was announced in the village. The elders wished Nkechi would participate, but they knew that if she is released, she would end up stealing. Ada was very happy and believed that since Nkechi would not be dancing, she would take the first position this time because she is also a gifted dancer, but not like Nkechi. They both inherited the skill from their mother, who was also a great dancer in her youth. The competition was fierce, but Ada's performance was beyond excellence, and she emerged victorious. As she stepped forward to receive her award, a voice came from the back. "Stop! Do not give her that award." Everyone turned to look at who was talking. The voice belonged to a renowned seer from a neighboring village who had come to watch the competition. The villagers watched in astonishment as he pushed through the crowd, his eyes fixed on Ada. He went on talking. "Don't give her that award. I see evil all over her." He pointed a finger at her and commanded, "Confess your evil deeds or face death." Ada started shouting, "I will confess, I will confess." Silence fell over the crowd. Trembling, Ada fell to her knees and started confessing. She admitted that her jealousy of Nkechi's constant victories had driven her to desperate measures. She had visited a witch doctor who casted a spell on Nkechi, compelling her to steal uncontrollably. The villagers listened in shock as Ada recounted her betrayal. She said, "I had to pretend to care for my sister so that no one would suspect me." When she finished, a heavy silence hung in the air as people could not believe what they had heard. Nkechi was released from the village cell and the spell lifted. Her eyes brimming with tears, but her spirit filled with relief. The villagers, realizing how bad they treated her, apologized profusely. Ada was banished from the village as her punishment for committing such a grievous act, and the village begged Nkechi to resume her dancing for the village. She was then given the award that was supposed to be given to Ada. From this story, we learn of the destructive nature of jealousy. Ada's jealousy of Nkechi's victory led her to commit a grievous act that not only harmed Nkechi, but also ultimately ruined her own life. This underscores how envy can drive individuals to make destructive choices that harm themselves and others. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please give it a like and subscribe for more. Also share with your friends. See you in my next video for another interesting story. Bye for now.